Jay Devillier, Dave, such a fun and entertaining player to watch.
Yeah, we'll hear some come-ons from him. He's, you know, he's a big dude, but he covers the court really, really well. Great athlete. Zane Navratil will be everywhere. He'll slide. You've seen the tennis players do it. He does it as well as anybody. You got to earn it when you play Zane. So here we go. Let's play pickleball.
Side out.
And I think Zane had about 4 different shots in mind there, and that was not one of them.
That was the 11th choice, and he should have never gotten past 4. So it was a beautiful backhand drop to get him in great position. And a couple of forehands pushed wide early from Navratil.
1-0.
And as we talked about in the preview, that's Devillier's favorite pass, is that backhand cross court.
Go one-hander or two-y over there.
Yeah, he doesn't miss that very often. That's his favorite weapon.
There's the forehand down the line for Navratil. That one stays in.
Yeah, had Devillier leaning right towards his forehand and smartly recognized that early and beat him down the line. And that's a shot that Navratil has really worked on very well these last year, this inside-out forehand pass. A shot that, in my view, Tyson McGuffin has taught the world that shot. He's the best in the history of pickleball at that shot.
And there's another forehand beauty from Navratil. So he is on fire. Missed a couple forehands to start with, but now that thing is dialed in. 3-zip Navratil.
3-1.
Oh, what a get first by Navratil on that ball to take it out of the air and take time away and put pressure on. And
great hustle by Devillier to chase that ball down. It looked like he actually had a chance to go around the post there.
And pulled it back. Sometimes you just panic because you can't believe he got there. Navratil's footwork got all wacky on that serve there. So 1-4.
1-4.
Vicky Ryan on the call. And there's a beautiful forehand pass by Devillier. Short return, so many options.
Yeah, Zane looking to his right there, thinking Jay was going to go across court, and a terrific pass there. Gets the ball back in Devillier's hands here.
And just lovely one-handed backhand. You know, most of the backhands, especially that are hit with pace, are two-handers, but much like the recently retired Roger Federer, the one-handed backhand just is a gorgeous shot in pickleball as well. Look at Navratil, guessed the other way, still able to get there and gets an error.
And Devillier misses the easiest backhand volley of his career. Very unhappy with himself there, knows what a huge opportunity he just had to tie up this first game.
Side out.
And that return stays really low off that slice return, making it a really tough pass there for Navratil.
3-4.
So 3-4. And again, Devillier appeared to have some opening there as his ball before that just lands right on the line.
Navratil with tremendous court coverage, some of the best footwork we have in pickleball. Of course, it helps being 26 years old or whatever he is now, and that's going to sail just out. Of course, Navratil originally from Racine, Wisconsin, Racine, Kenosha area, went to college, played college tennis at Division III, UW-Whitewater.
How do you know all this about Wisconsin, Dave?
He spent a lot of time coming to Madison, Wisconsin to play with my group as he was coming along in the pickleball world. When I met Zane, he could barely spell pickleball.
Well, he's got the full spelling ready, but Devillier now with another beautiful backhand pass and a little come on. So
his dad, Dennis, introduced him to the game and started playing at the Martin Luther King Jr. Center. and just has fallen in love with this game.
Side out.
So Navratil guessed wrong, but still his balance was good enough, and Devillier left it up. He was able to hit it into the open court. Yeah, Navratil walked away from his accounting career.
He did. He lasted about a year in public accounting, did not love it, wasn't really passionate about it, and made a, back then.
Oh my goodness, what a get.
Oh.
Navratil ends up 12 feet off the court, as you can see him making his way back there as we track him back on there. Just stupid speed, and then nice hurdle. And Navratil did not know he won the point after Devillier just missed an absolute gimme with, I don't think anyone's ever been that far off the court and won a point.
Of course, Jay Devillier, originally from France, came to the United States to play Division I college tennis. Currently resides in Wichita, Kansas, and is 100% all in now in the pickleball space.
Yes, he is.
Does a little bit of a few tennis lessons now and then, he tells me, but he is all in pickleball, Dave.
And that stays in, and Navratil let it go. He's telling himself, hit the ball. So back and forth we go. Devillier's had a couple of openings that didn't finish, but down just one here.
Oh, he's not going to be able to catch up to that ball, and a tremendous angle there by Zane Navratil. Devillier is very quick, very long, but no way he's catching up to that ball.
Yeah, he even read it. It was just too good.
Oh, and Navratil slides into that ball thinking he's on the red clay of Stade Roland Garros.
It's incredible how he is able to do that on a hard court. The tennis players that you see are able to do it too. Don't try that at home, folks. Just don't do it.
If I tried that, I'd fall right on my face.
No, we would have paramedics and a lengthy delay.
So many great players, Dave, in that Wichita area. You got Lucy Kovalova, Matt Wright, Jay Devillier, Patrick Smith, Chris Heck, another terrific player that has gotten a lot better. And, these guys can play against each other so often, Dave, and they push each other to get better. I remember when Jay and Pat first came out on the tour, and they were high-level 4 or 5 players, 3.5 years ago. And look at what players they've become. Very impressive.
Tremendous scamper from Navratil there, but it is Devillier, the Frenchman, in control. So using that length and reach in the kitchen.
Timeout receiver, 6-6.
And it is Navratil after that adventure calling timeout. So we thought it would be tight. It is tight. The points are beautiful. It's a beautiful day here. We'll be back to see who can take game number 1. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Guaranteed Rate PPA Championships. This is a men's singles quarterfinal. Jay Devillier to serve. Navratil just called timeout. And that is a gorgeous one-handed backhand to get the lead for Devillier.
That was filthy. I mean, Zane even anticipated the cross court and still couldn't touch it.
And just kissed the line when it landed. And there's another one well inside the line with a shorter return.
I think if you're Navratil, you've got to start mixing up these returns. I think 80% of the returns have gone to the Devillier backhand. So Jay's sitting on that. I think Zane needs to move the ball around and go some middle, go some forehand, go some short and low. Because
he does not listen, and he gets passed for a 3rd consecutive point.
Devillier is grooved on this, so when a player gets like this, Dave, you need to mix it up and don't be predictable.
Goes to the backhand again. Backhand cross is covered that time. Oh, and Devillier was there to get the 4th point in a row, but pushes it deep. So 3 backhand cross-court winners make it 9-6 Devillier. Navratil has his routine where he touches the back of the court before he serves.
Yeah, he
every
told me
time.
he's done that his whole career in tennis, and it's just like we saw with Paris Time.
Look at this. Devillier is able to get to this angle, wind it around. Look at how wide he was. And
Navratil there sitting on it and is
Just
so
ready.
upset with himself for missing pretty much the easiest shot of the point.
he did so much work to get himself into that spot. 9-6. We'll see where the return goes. This time a forehand.
Side out.
It's a good pressure from Navratil there, so it keeps him at 9. Now it's his turn to see if he can get a little run.
Second call for Elise Jones, court grandstand foxtrot.
6-9.
Final call, Elise Jones, grandstand F.
Devillier just hung that up
Point.
about a foot too high, and it just gave Navratil so many options.
Sure did. He was there in time to do something better, but up it
7-9.
floated and down it went from the Navratil paddle, so 7-9.
Side
Just
out.
got a little greedy on that backhand cross-court roll. Another little tidbit here about Navratil. He is married to a former Miss Wisconsin. His wife Jenny won the Miss Wisconsin pageant a few years back, and congratulations, of course, to her. They recently moved to Austin, Texas, where Zane tells me he doesn't like the average temperatures of 112 degrees, Dave. Mr. Texan.
Oh, and that kiss is wide after Navratil in control. Yes, much different snowfall counts there as well compared to Wisconsin. So Devillier
10-7.
has jumped ahead and now has a game point and gets a miss serve off that, miss return off that big serve. So Devillier fights his way back. It was 6 apiece, and he wins 5 of the last 6 points. So will it be Devillier in 2 or Navratil forcing a game number 3? All right, we are back. Jay Devillier to serve. Took game 1, and that backhand was a factor. Can't get to that
Side
one.
out.
Good start for Navratil, just to get the ball back. You know, he was 6 all, and then get away from him a little bit, see if he can get off to a good start and have a lead here in game number 2.
Man, let's see if Navratil makes that adjustment, Dave, on attacking a little bit more.
Can we possibly have an ATP on both sides of the court in the same point? Oh my, that might go in. It will. Navratil smiling during this. That's in. That's in. And Navratil is toying with Devillier, and Devillier screams, "Stop it." What an effort.
Both with a huge laugh after that point, and in Navratil's case, during the point.
And Navratil sprints back to the line to serve fast.
Oh, terrific inside-out forehand. We talked about that earlier, that Navratil's worked so hard on that shot. It's also very difficult to read. A correction, Dave. Zane and his fiancée, Jenny, are engaged, not yet married. Oh, wow, that's great court coverage by Devillier with that forehand in anticipating that pass down the line from Navratil.
Swat me very much there. Get that out of here. So that long point took a little something out of Devillier. Lost the next one, but hits a nice ball there and just wide on the serve there. So you hate to do that when you just are trying to get settled into the second game here.
That was good.
Oh,
Oh, that ball was out. From our angle, Dave, that ball looked 2 balls out.
so we have a overturn there. Interesting. Okay, so Vicky Ryan goes with the overturn, and
Point.
that turns into a 2-point overturn. We'll see if it's more. So 2 up.
I really like how the head referee, Dave, is perched up on their chair. They have such a better view of those angles and those balls.
Side out.
Looking very official up there is Vicky Ryan.
I like it.
There's a good look at Vicky.
So we are all tied up here at 2-2 after Devilliers captures game 1.
Look at this get.
Oh, I thought we might see the Navratil tweener.
Yeah, it was kind of to his side, so he couldn't get to that shot. And just what a stab volley by Devillier there. Impressive.
There were 2, I think, that Zane thought he had won the point.
Yes. That's just wide from Devilliers. So, entertaining start here to game number 2. The 2s are wild.
2-2.
Oh, and Navratil tries an inside-out slice pass there. There's a creative shot that might have looked good in the memory than in the
I would say that
execution.
is a low percentage play.
Yes. And there you see Devillier taking the ball out of the air. Don't let it bounce and let them have time. And then I think Navratil let it go.
That's 3 balls that Navratil has passed on that have easily been in. It's not like they're pinging the line. I mean, that's a 1.5 in.
That's a good ball there by Navratil. So if you want to get in the cat and mouse, that ball's got to stay low. If it bounces above the height of the net, you are just asking for trouble.
2-3.
There you see Navratil tapping the back of the court. Man, that's good court coverage because that ball was going to be like inside barely the line, and Devilliers.
Jay is so long. You know, it's not just tall. He has very long arms, and he knows how to use that to advantage. There's a lot of players, Dave, that are lengthy, but they don't know how to use that to their advantage.
And what do you mean by that? What are they doing that Jay does so well?
Jay does that so well because he anticipates where the ball's going. He leans in and he cuts off angles. A lot of the players, for some reason, it's a human tendency to want to go backwards a lot. And when you do that, it opens up angles. It opens up the court. What Jay does so effectively is he leans in and he cuts off angles. So he uses his length to his advantage, and he's able to be a much more efficient player and not get out of position.
So there you saw, again, Devillier with the backhand. Navratil guessed down the line, and basically Devillier hit a backhand right down the middle of the court. Misses that one, though. See the frustration there. So Navratil in a little bit of a dangerous spot down the game and down 2-5.
See that angle? I mean, Zane is hitting terrific passing shots, and it's got to be a little frustrating to Navratil that those are not winners, because against 90% of players, those are winners.
Just missed it wide there. Really nice step in and swing. So Navratil got the first 2 points of game 2, but has seen the last 5 go to Devillier.
Notice how Devillier drives that ball cross court about 9 out of 10 times, Dave, on his backhand. So let's see if Zane has recognized that. And when Devillier does have a backhand pass, let's see if Zane starts anticipating that's going to go cross court.
And there's the deep third of the court you talked about on the lob. That was a beautiful get by both players at the kitchen line.
And Devillier usually has one of the best overheads in all of professional men's pickleball. So that's a rare unforced error on an overhead on him. And that's going to sail just wide.
Yeah, Devillier thought he missed his return there, and it just snuck over, and that confused everybody, and he'll take it after missing the overhead on the point before.
5-2.
Not up either. So Navratil's been at 2 forever.
Let's see if Navratil can get some momentum going here and
2-5.
see if he tries to attack the Devillier forehand a little bit more.
Side out.
Just wide, and he
is checking with Vicky on that call.
Foul.
yeah. Again, we're perched above, so we have a better vantage point than others, and that looked
5-2.
wide, but I am not the person that should be calling that ball from here, but the call is wide, and there's a beautiful forehand pass from Devillier.
Gorgeous stroke there by Jay.
Six, 2.
So 6-2 here, game 2.
Oh my goodness, Jocelyn Devillier with the ATP ridiculous slice winner. Navratil there can only look down and throw his head in the air.
The shot of the day and a quick timeout from Navratil after an unbelievable get and executed ATP by the flying Frenchman, Jay Devillier.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and that point was so good. Let's take a look at this winning shot again. Full sprint, and Navratil is just incredulous. He does tap his paddle behind his back. That tall Frenchman, he's like 6'20" in height, and he still has the quickness and then the paddle dexterity to be able to make that. That is impressive.
That's one of the best hustle plays and executed ATPs I have ever seen.
Point.
Navratil frustrated with himself, and I think this is a carryover day from that point. See if he can refocus here.
He's going to need to in a hurry, or this is going to be over. There's another backhand volley miss, so
I think Navratil going to this well. The Jay Devillier backhand way too often in this match.
9-2.
We are 2 points from Devillier moving on. Ooh.
Side out.
Big rip at that. So 9 in a row for Jocelyn Devillier here to start game number 2 after being down 2-0 at the beginning. Winner of this gets the winner of Ben Johns and Tyler Loon. And honestly, Devillier is reading Navratil like his favorite French book here. He is all over it.
Yeah, Jay's so good at reading his opponent's paddle. The face of the paddle is what I mean, and then he can determine what direction it's coming off of his opponent's paddle.
Oh, and a little sort of backhand kind of reverse tomahawk thing there.
He's been doing that the last 3 or 4 months. When
Nice
he gets a
finish.
high ball to his backhand,
2-9.
he'll do the Warnick put away, I call it.
Again, just
Side out.
the amount of chances to get just a third point. We're not talking about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that just haven't happened.
Yeah, and that's great anticipation by Devillier, leaning right, expecting that ball
9-2.
coming down the line and just sitting on it. And that's the return I think Navratil needs to do more. The low ball to the Devillier forehand and force him to pass you off that forehand side.
2-9.
So 2-9. Oh, and it finally takes a ball kissing on the tape to get Devillier to stare down a third point for Navratil. So will that be a catalyst for several?
3-9.
That's a nice job of just getting Devillier stretched so far on both sides of his body.
I think if Navratil gets one more point here, you're going to see a timeout baby from Devillier.
4-9.
Oh, and Zane had it right on his paddle. He had the shot he wanted.
Yes.
He loves that two-handed backhand pass.
Yeah, had options to hit it with pace or just roll it, and got way too much left hand on top of it and rolled it into the net. So Devillier has been at 9 for a little bit here. So another forehand mistake on the third ball.
So I think Navratil has recognized this on the returns, and to move that ball around and not give Jay too many backhand passes.
Nice job by Navratil. His body made it look like he's going cross court and brought it back down the line. That was impressive. So here's 3 in a row.
All right, so Navratil on a run here, Dave, and we've seen matches flip on one shot.
Certainly have. That's just wide.
So Navratil making a deep run here. And Devilliers saying, play on.
Yeah, these are 2 of the fairest players in the game. And there's another one from Navratil, and there's the timeout call from Devilliers. So it was 9-2 and Comfort City, and now it is 9-7.
And not Comfort City.
No, it is Pressure City. So, Dave, there's Jay sitting in the shade over there, untying his shoes, getting them just the way he wants them. As he's doing the footwear need, what would you be telling him in his ear?
I think he's got to get back to what was working for him earlier, and that is to be on more of the offense. Zane has really taken control in the second half of this second game, and I think Jay needs to get back to what he was doing earlier. But, you know, credit to Navratil for really stepping up here. It's not like Devillier has given him anything. Navratil has earned where he is in this run in this second game.
He certainly has, and, you know, sometimes when things aren't going your way and you're 2 points from defeat, it's a fait accompli, and that's what's going to happen. Well,
I really think that unbelievable shot by Devillier, when he ran that backhand down and went around the post, I really think that affected Navratil mentally, and he made 3 or 4 unforced errors after that.
So here we go, 7-9, and now 8-9.
What a beautiful inside-out, two-handed backhand down the line. Devillier anticipating that coming cross-court.
8-9.
6 straight for Navratil. Okay, so the lead was 7. It is now 1, but Devillier's got the ball back.
And Devillier with a big come on there, knowing what a key moment this is here in game 2. He does not want to go 3 games.
And just deep on a forehand that was not well struck by Devillier, but gets a mistake, and he's got a match point.
10-8.
And that will do it. So Navratil pushes Devillier, comes roaring back in game 2, but it is Devillier who is ready and able to finish, but he was pushed in a very entertaining men's
And how
match.
fitting that that match ends on a Jay Devillier one-handed backhand passing shot.
We'll be back with the ladies after this.